I'm sorry about your dad, but I'm glad you're home, kid.
First of all, I loved this movie. It feels like a part Western, part John Wick and Rambo, but not a revenge movie. We've had a lot of films from decades about men returning from combat or special forces, but this is told from a brand new perspective. Jessica, tell me about Parker and what excited you about the challenge of portraying her in Trigger Warning.
I was excited to do a genre that's so dominated by men. And, you know, whether the script and the storytelling and the producing and the shaping of the character and the stories have, since it's been pretty much through a men's lens, I feel like as a woman, I've always felt a little bit robbed. I've always been like, that's just not how we would do it. You know, doesn't feel right. And so I feel like sometimes in that perspective, the women can feel a little too stoic. They're a little too wooden. They're a little too, not really attainable. They don't feel like girlfriends I know. They don't feel like the girl next door. They feel like these cold-hearted killers, or they're the damsel in distress. And for me, I was like, I want to make a movie that men are going to be like, yeah, she's a badass, but women even more so are going to be like, she's a badass and I love her, you know, and they're rooting for her and they can feel empowered watching her.
Absolutely. She keeps her femininity and she kicks ass. Now, Mouly, you are a brilliant director. From you. Beautiful shots, perfect pacing, and edge of your seat action, while making creation feel like a real town that was lived in. This is not only your first English language film, but your first action film and first film that you've done in the United States. Yeah. Can you talk about what attracted you to this story and working with Jessica as a collaborator?
I actually, when I read the script, it felt, if you watch the last movie I've done before Trigger Warning, it's a Western, it's set in Indonesia. So in a way, when I read the script, it felt familiar and not familiar at the same time. So, you know, there's something new to it, like something that I've never done, but in a way, it feels close to what I did before. So in a way, it still feels comfortable, but not comfortable, which is perfect, right, for your first American movie. And then, you know, and then working with Jessica, I've been a fan since I was, you know, since when I'm still a fan now, but you know, I've been a fan since I was like in high school, and then I was like, you know, working with Jessica, I was so excited, and as well as I've always thought that she is such a strong actress, and also, you know, like she's very likable, like, you know, it's.
Am I likable in real life?
You're very
as well. On set every day.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you have that image that I was actually, oh yeah, that's Parker, and then it's kind of like, and then she injected that to the part, and it's, yeah, like you said, like she's amazing in it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Jessica, you are a straight up badass in this. Yeah. Your approach to the action is bar none amazing.
Thank you.
Stunt work, your stunt work in this is phenomenal. Now, I knew that you were able to do stunts from prior projects, but you got to work with 8711 on this film, who does the John Wick films, and your character really uses a knife to kind of like outsmart anybody with. Yeah. Can you talk about working with 8711 and honing in your knife skills for Parker on this film?
Yeah, I would say a lot of the training I had, certainly in Dark Angel, set the groundwork on just my foundational kind of skill set, but being able to learn something new and doing all of the knife training and sword training, that was awesome. And we worked a lot, and they really, it's incredible. They knew what would make me look the toughest, most believable, and the coolest, right? All at the same time. And they worked out all the choreography with my stunt double. So by the time they taught it to me and I learned it, it was like ready to go, right? On set. Yeah. And the shots were all set up, and it was great. And for, you know, an action movie like this, we don't have, you know, a ton of time, we don't have a ton of money, and so you have to be really efficient, and they executed very well.
Absolutely. Well, look, phenomenal job all around. I hope this isn't the last time we see Parker or you guys back doing another Trigger Warning film, but thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Amazing.
If you pivot on that back foot, you won't punch like such a little bitch.